leave you a message. Thank you.
I hope this reaches you in good health, sir. I'm trying to get in touch with the Marine who served in World War II. My name is Rishi Sharma. I'm 18 years old and I've been on a mission to try to meet and interview a World War II veteran every single day. And even if you don't call me back, I just want you to know that 70 years later, you gave a kid the life that he has today and the opportunities that he has. And I never want you to forget that, because I never will. I spend every single day interviewing World War II veterans and trying to meet and learn from as many of them as possible. Every day I'm either in a veteran's home or in a senior home or driving to one or researching a veteran or calling one. Growing up, I've always been interested in World War II, and I've especially felt a connection to my kindred spirits, the veterans themselves. After reading one book called Citizen Soldiers, there was an excerpt in the book about a man named Lyle Beeuwkes. Him and 8 other guys held off roughly 500 Germans for many hours, contributing to the German defeat. I looked him up in the phone book and I gave him a call, but I was just so giddy with excitement because I needed to talk to this man. And it was such a neat thing to read this and to actually hear the guy who participated and led that. And it just got me a sense of urgency that I need to try to get to these guys while they're still here. And then I started riding my bike to the local senior home and I started interviewing them. And then pretty soon I was done over there and I rode my bike to the next senior home. We're losing roughly 500 World War II veterans every single day. And with them goes the stories of bloodshed and sacrifice and the things that they had to endure for us to be here today. Was it 43 or 44?
I started right after D-Day in June.
Got it. Where are you?
Right there. Our last mission was to Berlin. We lost 2 engines, so we started bailing out. I delayed opening my chute because I thought maybe I could evade for a while. It's a nice feeling floating like a leaf, because that's what you're doing. You're just kind of swinging back and forth, laying on your back and enjoying the ride.
The Japanese came out of the hills and surrounded us. The banzai charges just in desperation. But 80 men, we had about 11 men left standing. All the rest either dead or wounded. It was just a chaos.
When I'm conducting these interviews, I often get hit by a sense of awe and so much gratitude, you know, that the man who I'm looking eye to eye was this kid who really went through hell. How are you, Mr. Kellegrew?
Tip-top, thank you.
Nice to see you.
And all of a sudden, out of the cliff come a whole bunch of guys, Japanese. They all came with their bayonets. And the guy closest to me, all he had to do was raise his gun, then shove. And he missed it by a half a step. Maybe if I'd been a half a step closer, he might have won. But all I had to do is just twist my body, and my rifle was already in his chest, and I just pulled the trigger. The light went out of his eyes before he hit the ground. And when people thank me for my service, that's what I recall.
I was aboard the Wasp in my sack, resting. Then all of a sudden, a big explosion hit and really rocked the ship. And right then is when they said abandon ship. I got to the water and I started swimming as fast as I could. And I could see the ship floating away from me, all ablaze and everything else, and praying that somebody would pick me up.
Those are not pleasant memories at all.
Sometimes, you know, when you're looking at these guys, you tend to forget that the person who they, you know, were in that picture, that young, handsome boy, is the same person, you know? 70 years on, it kind of seems like it's almost a story that they're telling of someone else. But when it hits you that you're really talking to the same person, it's a mix of joy, it's a mix of sadness. You know, this is a real person, you know, with complicated feelings and emotions who had to do real things just for us to be here. I think once people start to realize that, we will become a more peaceful world.
War is hell, and I mean hell. I wouldn't want to go through another one.
There's a better answer, but I don't know whether man will ever face the fact that you can live with your brother if you make the attempt.
If we had enough of us telling a story, maybe somewhere along the line, we would realize the war is wrong.
You become concerned about what your life could have been without the war, or what it might have been. But at the same time, war gave me a chance to meet the girl I married, and I wouldn't have met her under any other circumstance in all probability. And we had 70 wonderful years together. And if for no other reason, the war was worth it, because she made my life complete.
So today I'm picking up some of these World War II vets and we're taking them over to a surprise party. I think it's very important for people to try to go out of their normal social circles and go venture into senior homes or talk to their elderly neighbors. I want people to realize that these men are not far away. They're really close by to each of our communities. It means a lot to them to create that relationship and for them to feel that they are valued. You know, talking to these guys, the thing that I really understand innately is how limited my life is, how short life is. And here I am with this whole life ahead of me. I need to live my life not only for myself, but for all the guys who didn't. I think as a country and as a world, we really have this amazing opportunity to try to grasp as much wisdom out of them while they're still with us, in order not only to better educate ourselves about who they were and what they did, but also to help educate future generations so that these men, and rightfully so, will never be forgotten.
What I'd like to say is that it's good as we have young people like you. The world is in good hands. Thank you.
So what would you want future generations to remember about you?
I don't know, just to know I did it. I think that's enough. It was needed to be done, and we did it. Nothing deep.